The Long Road Turns to Joy, A Guide to Walking Meditation by Thich Nhat Hanh. There we go. Thich Nhat Hanh is a Vietnamese Buddhist monk who moved to France in the 60s when he was exiled from his homeland because of his peace efforts during his and his fellow monks and nuns' peace efforts in Vietnam, which is told, the story is told very wonderfully in Sister Chan Kong's book, which I don't happen to have right with me, Learning True Love, How I Learned and Practiced Social Change in Vietnam. This is the book, though, that I learned walking meditation with when I was up in the mountains with my friend Fluffy. I admit, my friend Fluffy was a cat. And every day we would go out of the cabin and bring this book, and I would read one page. It's just a picture on one side, and then a chapter. A chapter. A really short thing, maybe a sentence or two, maybe 2 paragraphs. Oh, maybe 2 pages. Discussing a particular point to do with walking meditation. So I would read that, and then I would pick up Fluffy, and we would walk for probably about 15 minutes. We did that every day, and it was just wonderful. So I will start you off. There is a little gatha, which Thich Nhat Hanh has written out in calligraphy here, which you can recite aloud or in your head if you want to when you're walking to stay more connected. And that is, I have arrived. I am home. In the here and in the now. I am solid. I am free. In the ultimate, I dwell. In the ultimate was the part that threw me off for a long time, but I'm starting to get it. So, if you want, you can practice walking meditation while I'm reading, or you can just sit and think about it. Imagine that you're doing it. Anyone can do it. Walking meditation is meditation while walking. We walk slowly in a relaxed way, keeping a light smile on our lips. When we practice this way, we feel deeply at ease, and our steps are those of the most secure person on earth. All our sorrows and anxieties drop away, and peace and joy fill our hearts. Anyone can do it. It takes only a little time, a little mindfulness, and the wish to be happy. So let's just take a breath, contemplate that. I'll just read a couple more. The present moment. The Buddha was asked, "What do you and your disciples practice?" And he replied, "We sit, we walk, and we eat." The questioner continued, "But sir, everyone sits, walks, and eats." The Buddha told him, "When we sit, we know we are sitting. When we walk, we know we are walking. When we eat, we know we are eating." Most of the time, we are lost in the past or carried away by the future. When we are mindful, deeply in touch with the present moment, Our understanding of what is going on deepens, and we begin to be filled with acceptance, joy, peace, and love. Hello. Hey, Sparky. Hello. What? Come here. So we'll just take another. Ooh. That must have been weird. There we go. Trying to new focus again. Oh well, if I'm blurry, that's okay. It's just like you're meditating, looking forward vaguely at some spot. So another breath. Everything depends on your steps. The seed of mindfulness is in each of us, but we usually forget to water it. We think that happiness is only possible in the future, when we get a house, a car, a PhD. We struggle in our mind and body, and we don't touch the peace and joy that are available right now. The blue sky, the green leaves, the eyes of our beloved. What is most important? Many people have passed exams and bought houses and cars, yet they are still unhappy. What is most important is to find peace and to share it with others. To have peace, you can begin by walking peacefully. Everything depends on your steps. Aimlessness. In Buddhism, there is a word, apranihita. It means wishlessness or aimlessness. The idea is that we do not put anything ahead of ourselves and run after it. When we practice walking meditation, we walk in this spirit. We just enjoy the walking with no particular aim or destination. Our walking is not a means to an end. We walk for the sake of walking. A.J. Musk said, "There is no way to peace. Peace is the way." Walking in mindfulness brings us peace and joy and makes our life real. Why rush? Our final destination will only be the graveyard. Why not walk in the direction of life, enjoying peace in each moment, with every step? There is no need to struggle. Enjoy each step. We have already arrived. Touching peace. If you think that peace and happiness are somewhere else and you run after them, you will never arrive. It is only when you realize that peace and happiness are available here in the present moment that you will be able to relax. In daily life, there is so much to do and so little time. You may feel pressured to run all the time. Just stop. Touch the ground of the present moment deeply, and you will touch real peace and joy. Walk in peace. If you look deeply, you can see all the worries and anxiety people print on the earth as they walk. Our steps are usually heavy, filled with sorrow and fear. We feel insecure, and our steps reveal it. This world has many paths. Some are lined with beautiful trees, some wind around fragrant fields, some are covered with leaves and blossoms. But if we walk on them with a heavy heart, we will not appreciate them at all. When we were 1 or 2, we began to take tottering steps. Now we have to learn to walk again, slowly, with joy and ease. After a few days of practice, you will know how to do it. When I see you walking with deep comfort and peace, I will smile happily. It's hard for me to stop reading this because I love it. So I'll read one more. Here's a picture of Sister Chan Kong, by the way, who I mentioned earlier. I don't think you can see that. She is one of Thai's oldest co-religionists. Well, I mean, within the same tradition. And she's lovely. And she sings beautifully. Lullabies. Smile like a Buddha. As you make the effort to let go of your worries and anxieties, please smile. It may be just the beginning of a smile, but keep it there on your lips. It is very much like the Buddha's half smile. As you learn to walk as the Buddha walked, you can smile as he smiled. Why wait until you are completely transformed, completely awakened? You can start being a part-time Buddha right now. The half smile is the fruit of your awareness that you are here, alive, walking. At the same time, it nurtures more peace and joy within you. Smiling as you practice walking meditation will keep your steps calm and peaceful and give you a deep sense of ease. A smile refreshes your whole being and strengthens your practice. Don't be afraid to smile. I have many things I would like to say. And I have a little bit of dinner stuck in my teeth. Sorry. But I will only say a couple. One is that when I first started reading books by Thich Nhat Hanh, when I very first started, the very first book I read, The Sun, My Heart, I thought, this is very simple. Like, is he talking down to me? Because Thai teaches in a very clear, very compassionate, and very simple way. And in fact, he's not talking down to you. And he will say some of the same things over and over and over. And it's a good thing because it takes a long time to change your thinking from a compulsive, like rushing and anxious way of being to a calm and mindful way of being. But he addresses very deep topics and very profound topics in these simple ways, and they really are transformative. You can find many Dharma talks by Thai on the internet, and you can go to the Deer Park Dharma Cast to download them. But there's also lots of stuff on YouTube. I suggest that you listen to him talk. I can only read his words aloud, but he's so lovely.